Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 1094. Hello, it's Mike Matthews broadcasting from Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, Mont, at the last place on earth. You know, I explained to Lady Katie yesterday. I met up with her to record another Holding Court with Lady Katie, which I will play back on the podcast soon. But I had to explain. I hadn't really thought
Mike's Daily Podcast
in a long time why I called it the last place on earth. There's a whole story behind that. I'll have to tell you someday. But
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Here's my song. Something else that came into mind that I had not thought about was the decorations of my house, and that is, well, I guess my house was decorated by my ex-wife years ago, and since then, well, my life has not really involved decorating much. I'm not much of an interior
Mike's Daily Podcast.
decorator. There, I said the word decorator, and I don't decorate much my house.
Mike's
But I do
Daily
try to sometimes
Podcast.
paint.
Yeah!
I really don't do anything. Hey, you know what though? Making your space your own, that's about life, right? It's about taking control of your environment. Of saying, no, I will not have that stack of papers there on that table. I'm going to move it. I'm going to have a clean table. No, I'm not going to have any furniture from IKEA because their stuff is so hard to pronounce. No, I'm going to buy everything from a thrift store. Actually, if you live in the Bay Area, what's cool is you can completely furbish your house with everything you find that people just put on the side of the street. People, the free signs. Ooh, what I want to do is start an art project where I collect people's free signs. So what they do is they take a pile of crap they don't need anymore and stick it there on the side of the road and slap a sign, a hand-drawn sign that says free. So you have basically all of these personalized signs that are put on the side of the road. Little pieces of art. Very intimate art that all involves the word free. And free is a great word, isn't it? Don't we love the word free? Everybody's free to feel good. Oh, look who just walked in. Hi, Mike. It's Benita the rodeo queen. How y'all doing?
It's a Disgruntled Fiddle Player, tell you what.
What?
You are telling an interesting tale about stealing people's free signs, Mike.
I am. I guess I'm kind of talking about that. Oh, also on the show today, we'll have another addendum with Kevin. One of the last ones we're going to actually record at the work that he works at because he's going to be leaving that job, as we mentioned earlier, to go to a new job that involves making beer. Yay for that. So, yeah, all this stuff thrown out on the side for free in the Bay Area. Yeah, you don't want to pick up someone else's bed. That can be bad news. But some things, you know, like some tables or whatnot. I picked up there was a thing that holds people's shoes that you can put outside. I thought that was a good idea because sometimes, you know, when shoes get muddy, you don't want to bring them inside. You want to leave them outside. Or if you step in dog poop. Look who just walked in.
Hi, Mike, I make the root beer. I'm the brewmaster. Oh, boy.
Actually, Brewmaster, addendum with Kevin and I went to a place that's also known as Whole Paycheck. They have a little beer section, and he drank an alcoholic root beer. It was really good.
Was it one of mine?
No, Brewmaster, not one of yours.
Oh, boy. I'm mad.
Ah! Jealous a bit, too, I bet.
Yeah.
So, MacGyver's coming to CBS. What's with CBS renewing all these old shows? Star Trek. They're bringing back Star Trek. They're bringing back MacGyver. You may remember Will Forte brought back a show. Not Will Arnett. There's all these Wills. Comedian, actor guys. Will Forte brought back MacGyver, but called it MacGruber, kind of a spoof. A mullet-wearing guy that fixes things. But, yeah, they're going to bring it back with Lucas Stills. Is that his name? And then I mentioned on the last show, Star Trek is coming back. CBS bringing back all these. Lucas Till is his name. Al Franken, who years ago used to be on Saturday Night Live, which created MacGruber, that basically always ended with something exploding. Al Franken, who used to be on Saturday Night Live, now is a senator. He asked the question, "Hey, Oculus Rift, when I'm using your virtual reality product, are you saving every movement that I do? Are you saving all my information and using it for your own means?" So for years, Facebook has been saving everything we search for, or Google has as well. Everything we search for, everything we do, it's all saved in their little database, and they make money off of it. And now Oculus Rift is going to be saving your movements. And Oculus Rift said, "Yeah, we are." And Al Franken, I don't know what his response is going to be. "Well, I don't agree with that, but I am a senator of Minnesota. And everybody is good." What was this? Oh, Stuart Smalley? No. The daily affirmations? Daily affirmations. "I'm good enough, I'm strong, and doggone it, I'm the best." Whatever it was, that was this thing. He came up with a character on Saturday Night Live, and now he's a senator. Al Franken. They found, you probably heard, debris from the plane that crashed on its way to Egypt. And it's scary. I feel really bad for those people. That plane went 90 degrees, then did a 180. And at that point, I think with that extreme centrifugal force, that may have blacked out a lot of people on the plane. And, well, who knows what caused it exactly? Trump is already saying it was a terror activity. I was saying that on the show when I first heard about it, on the last show, but it still remains to be seen at this point. But speaking of Trump, he is attacking now Hillary by talking about Bill, the red herring, Bill Clinton. Okay, yes, we know the guy has a bad history, but still, Trump criticizing Bill Clinton is kettle calling pot black. And that is just one of my favorite expressions of all time. Or pot calling kettle black. What did I say? You know what, Trump and Clinton and Bill, can't you totally see them going to a strip club together, like now? So what the hell is Trump trying to say? Trump also does the thing where he calls people little nicknames. Let's see, I wrote some down. Well, of course he calls Crooked Hillary and Elizabeth Warren, he called like Goofy Elizabeth or something. What'd I do with that piece of paper? It's somewhere on the floor here of Cafe anyway.
Mark, I think I used that to wipe some earwax out of my ear so I could hear your podcast more clearly.
Thank you, Disgruntled Fiddle Player. So that's what... And then Eric Abar, he's the baseball player. Abar, Angels. He got a chicken wing stuck in his throat. He got a bone, chicken bone. Poor guy. But really... Eric, you want to go with boneless chicken. It's more healthy. And skinless if you can. More healthy for you, Eric. We want you to live a long time, not choke on chicken bones. And then finally, that Tennessee senator, he said, "No wind farms in Tennessee. I don't want no wind farms." Mark, is that your southern accent? Yeah, that's when I go Tennessee. That's my Tennessee accent. Wind farms are bad because they make a lot of noise and they capture the wind and they're ugly. I do not understand. Oh, and they kill birds. Ooh. People. The sensitivity level of people about windmills. Windmills used to be these beautiful things. Oh my gosh, windmills. Look, Holland, windmills. And then it's like we've all become Holland and we're a bunch of Dutch people walking around going, "Oh, those windmills are so..." Wait, I can't get the Dutch accent going. It's kind of Germany, but not really. And it's unique. It's sort of like, weren't they doing a Dutch accent in Goldmember, Austin Powers? who my dog Basil is named after Basil the Mayweather, or Exposition. Basil Exposition is the boss in that, played by Michael York. And yeah, so gold member was, I love gold. Okay, so maybe that's just sort of the Dutch accent. I don't know. Was he Dutch? Whatever. Anyway, we have the segment Addendum with Kevin. By the way, Mike'sDailyPodcast.com. You can listen to past podcasts, and you can also help out the show. There's an Amazon link. If you click on that Amazon link through the website and buy whatever you were gonna buy on Amazon, maybe you're gonna buy a copy of Gold Member or some kind of Dutch movie that you enjoy. That's all there at Mike'sDailyPodcast.com. You help us out when you buy something through Amazon, through our website. Then there's also the PayPal if you want to donate to the show and have a special greeting from all the wonderful Cafe Anyway characters, like the Disgruntled Fiddle Player with his earwax, or the Brewmaster with his jealousy of people drinking root beer other than his own. You can find that all, and the Benita criticizing my southern accent impression. Mark, it was okay. Thanks. It's all there at Mike'sDailyPodcast.com. Very good. Oh, and past interviews that I've done with interesting bands. Famous and maybe not famous as of yet, but almost famous. That's another great movie. Hold Me Close, My Tiny Dancer. All right, I gotta take a vocal break here and go outside a cafe anyway. We're bringing Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcaster Valley. Let me take a sip of the Brewmaster's root beer. Oh, God! And welcome in Kevin to the outside here. Welcome out, Kevin, is what I meant.
Addendum with Kevin.
We watching the security camera footage.
And that's where he took everything. We're out here at Cafe Anyway, out on the patio, enjoying the wonderful morning with Kevin. It's Addendum with Kevin.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me back.
This is one of the last live ones we're going to be doing before you take off onto your new adventure with beer.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But no, I will miss these early mornings when we have to get up before Jesus and everybody else to do our job. And
that's right, before everyone else.
Yeah,
we're awake.
Yeah, I know. I do love basically getting my job done in about 12 minutes and going, let's fart around, Mike. Talk about the things I'm going to steal when I quit here. And
yeah, you're going to take some things. And I'm going to take that ashtray. I'm going to take that dog.
I don't even need this thing. And it's coming with me.
Now, Kevin. All you should take with you are the memories of happiness that you had.
Thank you, Berkeley. I appreciate that.
Why must you shun Berkeley so?
I loathe Berkeley. Okay, it's not. There's nothing wrong with the actual ground. It's just the people on the ground.
But Berkeley people are conscious of the earth. Mother.
Hey man, you know we came up with a breast milk latte. Rather than use that horrible milk from poor mother cows, we're just gonna use real milk from actual mothers, human mothers. Man, it's the way it was meant to be. It's nature, you know.
Well, that's for the babies, really, the breast milk. That's a thought that just popped into my head.
Well, none of those people have ever grown up immorally or mentally, so.
Are you saying that their morals are lax? that they're maybe smoking a doobie and then
philosophizing a bit too much? And
getting a tattoo?
Yeah, of their, whatever you call that sign. I'm a Libra, man.
But you're going to be in a job, an industry where there's a lot of tattoos and piercings and
beards,
pot smoking.
Yeah, there definitely is. I know. I've met the staff, but we still get work done, though.
You get work done, okay?
We still get work done. We wear big boots and we get work done. Hey man, beer's like all in your mind. No, it's not. It's actually in your glass.
There's work done, and everybody has a common goal and purpose to make the beer and make people happy.
Which is unfortunately not what we have here. Sorry, we had a little bit of a fourth wall coming down moment.
Wow.
You know, like when the actor stares at the camera? That's what I'm doing right now.
Well, it's not like I own the company, so I don't feel as if I am completely but
Yeah, this is all your fault, Matthew.
I've only been here a year, and Kevin, as someone who's been in radio for what? That long? I just did the math. It'll be 30 years this year.
Really?
Wow. Well, I did take a hiatus of about 4 years.
Oh, what did you do during those 4 years?
I was married.
What, you didn't work while you were married?
I took care of my wife.
Oh.
Yeah. We tried to do that. The house husband thing.
The Manny?
Yeah. Which I was reminded of when I was sick last week, and you let me take 3 days off.
Yeah.
Kevin oversees me.
For now.
And Kevin
Just
said...
until the end of this podcast, really.
And Kevin said to me, "Hey, you are government mandated to go and have a beer with me after work today."
Yes, you are.
Well, that's a cool boss right there. So, thanks for letting me have some days off because I was horribly sick. I can still kind of hear it in my throat just a tiny bit. But I realized that I need something to do. Just like if I had a bunch of free time, let's say God graced me with a bunch of free time, I would
that's a recipe for being unemployed. Don't say that out loud.
Yeah, that's true.
If only I had lots of free time. Mike, come on in here. We're going to have to talk to you. That's how everything starts in radio. Can we go have you come into the manager's office after your shift? All right, that'd be great. Yeah, and bring your keys and all your stuff.
Yeah.
And your bag. Right. And you go, all right, I'll get a box.
But everybody knows that's the protocol. Yeah. So, like, they don't do that. Like, you would not have a shift beforehand because you could potentially go on the air and say, "Yeah, I don't like this place, I don't like this carpet," and all that.
Like if I did that in Pleasanton at the radio station that I worked at and you currently work at, I would have been like, "This place sucks, my boss is a dummy, I hate this dumb building," stolen all their toner and ink, and then said, "And I hate this place and you can all suck it, here's Kelly Clarkson on 1017 KKIQ.
This is my heartbeat song." This is my heartbeat song, and I'm gonna... Somebody...
Why did he go on a twangy guitar all of a sudden?
I don't know. I was going in that voice that you were doing.
Kelly Clarkson went country.
She did go country. She had They took that one song, Because of You, and Reba McEntire did a duet with her.
Did she really?
It was like a country hit. Oh. But somebody years ago, as I said, I was in radio for 30 years. Back in the early days when we played stuff off a cart, which was that, the tape that goes in one direction, so you never have to rewind it. That's how One Direction got their name.
Really? What? No, yeah, it's like those kids weren't. Those kids don't know what tapes are.
It's One Direction because that's the direction their band is going right now. Down.
Down.
They went up, but they're down. No, but this guy took what they call a bulk eraser, and he went up to all the carts, and it takes hours and hours to record them.
I have a bulk eraser in my garage.
And totally just took the bulk eraser and went up and down and erased everything and left.
Oh, really? Oh, my God.
I don't know who this was.
That is spectacular.
But the legend was passed down.
That is spectacular.
Yeah. No, stay away from the hard drives.
I do have a bulk eraser. I do.
Oh, I don't think that would really do anything. I mean, it would make weird electromagnetic things.
Yeah.
Might mess with.
I can demagnetize an elephant with that thing.
Now, why do you have one?
Craig, our head of engineering, when he clears crap out that he doesn't need, and I know how to make other things do other things, it's like, a really enormous electromagnet, basically. And I would use it to try and magnetize drill bits.
Oh, why would you do that?
Because that way, if you've got you've got your drill over here, and you've got the screw on the end, and you don't want it to fall off, you just stick it on the end, it holds, and you go, and you zip it right in, and you don't have to worry you can do it with one hand instead of two.
Kevin, that's brilliant.
I would love to sit here and take credit for that and say I invented it, but no, I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, the good quality ones come already magnetized, but I work in radio, so I don't have a lot of money, so I just have to do it myself.
No, but you won't be able to say you work in radio much longer.
I know. I do love having that harangue, if I'm honestly. Hey, can you buy me No, I work in radio. Or one of the young ladies who we work with, who's Joe's assistant, she's like, do you have an iPad over there? I was like, you're not familiar with the pay scale here, are you?
Yeah.
No, I don't. I'm lucky I have a smartphone.
We walk around with iPads and Kindles and things.
Welcome to Silicon Valley. I've never seen a piece of paper in my life. I asked for a copy of my birth certificate, and they emailed it to me.
So now you're bashing Silicon Valley. You went from Berkeley to Silicon Valley to radio to everything.
Look, this coffee hasn't kicked in.
I did, however, meet your lovely girlfriend.
I know.
She's very
Lovely
nice.
indeed. We had a really good time on the patio.
Yeah, that was fun. And she has what she visited the school I went to, or she went to Cal Poly. San Luis Obispo. So we talked about San Luis Obispo for a while.
I like the accent.
San Luis Obispo. Becky, I'm going to go to Los Angeles.
Angeles. Lovely Los Angeles, California.
And then up to, do you know the way to San Jose? So yeah, so she and I were speaking about San Luis Obispo and that street that I got wrong. I called it Hidalgo, but it's Higuera in San Luis Obispo. Higuera.
Okay.
That's got a bunch of cool things. You got to go there with her sometime.
I'm sure that's going to be in the docket at a certain point.
Stay at the Apple Farm. It's really cheesy. They have an Apple
Okay.
Farm restaurant where they have, apple cobbler, apple this, apple that. And that's going to be fun when you do that with her.
The Apple Farm, okay. That sounds pretty wholesome right there.
And you guys, you're having fun.
Yeah, okay.
You're having fun together.
Yeah, we were farting around with the idea of Santa Cruz or...
Oh!
Yeah. What was the other one? One more. Monterey, possibly.
Nice! Little trip.
Kind of a weekend thing.
You can go
Getaway.
Bodega Bay is a little bit further, and I don't know.
I've heard about Bodega Bay.
I camped there a couple times.
Really?
And The Birds was filmed there.
Yeah, I was saying, wait, where is this? Where is Bodega Bay?
You go north from here, from the Bay Area, and you keep going north and north and north. You go past Petaluma. Then at Petaluma, Penitentiary-Luma, you make a left. You go all of a sudden you start going west, northwest, and you head towards the coast.
Oh, okay.
And you end up at Bodega Bay.
That sounds nice.
Nice rolling hills, lots of cows.
Lots of cow. Just one enormous one.
One cow.
Welcome to Bodega Bay. This is our cow.
His name is Udder. And, hey, did we talk earlier about breast milk on this show, or was that in another
No, that
place?
was this show.
It was?
Yeah, about my breast milk
breast milk latte.
Yeah.
Gosh. all right.
Mike, look at the timer. That was less than 11 minutes ago.
That's weird. How much pot do I do? I don't do any. I have no
I'm not really
excuse.
convinced of this now, Mike.
I get up at 4 a.m. That's why.
Oh, by the way, your favorite person was in San Jose last night.
That would be Ryan Reynolds.
No, Alton Brown was here.
Did you see him?
No, I did not.
Oh.
But my buddy and fellow bartender of mine was out seeing him. His Eat Your Science tour.
Oh, really? Wow. Kevin told a wonderful story about going to an Alton Brown concert with his sister, and all of a sudden Alton Brown pulls him out of the audience.
Yeah.
And Kevin got to do a fun little interactive recipe.
Yeah, we made ice cream with 2 fire extinguishers full of liquid nitrogen.
That's amazing.
It was a lot of fun.
What's he smell like?
Nutmeg.
He loves the frickin' nutmeg,
He's
man.
got it on his stupid keychain.
He's always making nutmeg.
I'm down with culinary enthusiasm, but when you start using nutmeg as a keychain, I think we need to draw a line here.
Yeah. He loves that nutmeg.
Does my voice sound weird? It doesn't feel too good. I'm listening to myself through the...
It's me, too.
That's better, I think. I'm much more sonorous now.
Sonorous.
I kind of had a little bit of the George Takei in there. Ooh, I'm much more sonorous now. You look like an angel. The new queso lupa, or whatever the hell it's called, by Taco Bell. Oh my.
Do you have the feeling that any man, when he gets in a room with George Takei, He feels immediately violated. It's like, hello, Kevin. It's good to see you. You look very good today.
There's a reason I said, oh, you're like an angel. Hank Azaria, the guy who does all my favorite voices from The Simpsons. And he's just funny in general. He told the story about when they had George Takei, or Takei. I guess it's Takei. Pardon me. See, I'm not feeling good today.
So you should talk way closer next to me now here on anyway. We need to burn the citronella candles. Doesn't that kill germs?
I think that's to keep mosquitoes away, citronella.
Ah, damn it.
They sell it in like it's in a little quaint little bucket.
All right. Well, we'll wrap this up after your Hank Azaria story. Go ahead.
Just telling you. So, they brought in George Takei in like the 90s to do a little guest voice on The Simpsons.
Oh, yeah.
Back when he was still known for his Star Trek roles and he wasn't the pop culture gay icon spokesperson that he is today.
On Facebook and everything.
On Facebook and Twitter, which is how the kids talk to each other nowadays.
No, they don't. Twitter's like vanishing.
Oh, is it all Snapchat now?
I think so. Snapchat and Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, so they brought him in and they did the table read. So everyone sits around the table and they read through the script in their voice and they kind of see how it plays out before they animate it, of course. And they brought in George Takei and they had this kid who was like 18 or 17. I think he said his name was like Derek or something. He's a young man, good shape, and he's handing out all the scripts, and he hands one to Hank, and then he goes over to George Takei and he puts his hand on him and he goes, oh, you look like an angel. I'm going to call you Angel from now on. And then I guess after he's like, I don't feel comfortable around Mr. Takei. And they said to Hank Azaria, can you do an impersonation? Of course, everybody can. It's kind of like everyone's Christopher Walken. So they're like, we're just not going to have you on the show anymore, and we're just going to have Hank do your voice when you're on.
Oh, my gosh. Wow. The behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I heard at the table read for Grumpier Old Men, too. Walter Matthau walked up to Sophia Loren. He hadn't met her yet. And this is a story as told by Kevin Pollak, and the comedian that can also do a million impressions.
Yeah.
In fact, he does a lot of Star Trek impressions like William Shatner. Yeah. But Kevin, okay. I name dropped way too many people and I got lost in my own damn story. Oh, so Walter Matthau walks up to Sophia Loren, who's, beautiful, even at, 900 or however old she is.
She wears an aquarium for glasses.
And Walter Matthau, who was the inspiration for Homer, Walter Matthau.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. He comes up to Sophia Loren and goes, pleased to meet ya. Love to eat ya.
Oh, I love old men.
Oh, my God. Then he died.
I cannot wait to be an angry, grumpy old man. Who has no filter.
Just says whatever. Yeah. And see, podcasts were made for old men because then they can just say whatever.
Just ramble on.
I don't understand what a podcast is, but I'm on one. What the hell?
Yeah. They don't make good cars anymore.
None of this cheap Chinese. What's this Tesla thing? I don't know.
Tesla? It sounds unreliable.
Sounds like a Nazi.
Yeah, I know. I killed all them in 1904 WW2.
Well, Kevin, we could go on and on, but you have guests on Rob's show and all this.
I do. I should actually do the job they pay me to do. Barely. What?
High five.
Sorry. Ooh, sick burn.
All right. Thank you, Addendum with Kevin.
Thank you, Mike.
Closing it out with some wonderful white hip-hop renditions. All right, Addendum with Kevin. The podcast picture today...
And here's today's podcast picture.
...is of a beautiful village called Rudesheim. Rudesheim is how you say it in German. You swallow your R's in Germany. It's on the Rhine River in Germany. I believe it's north of Worms, which is spelt worms. And I went there with my uncle, my mom's brother, and my ex-wife. This is back, 7 years ago? More than that. It was actually like almost exactly 7 years ago. And it was so much fun. Beautiful place. It's kind of a tourist trap. A lot of Americans go there. But very German, very beautiful, scenic, as you can see. from the picture there, which you can find also at mikesdailypodcast.com. Next show, it's going to be Madame Rootabega, Valentino, and Bison Bentley. Have an awesome weekend.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at mikesdailypodcast.com. Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!